This is a new Class 350 Desiro. Built by Siemens, these multiple units are electrically powered through either a pantograph from the overhead line 25 kV AC supply or through shoe gear from a third rail 750 volt DC supply. The units incorporate the very latest technology, which includes electrodynamic and electro-pneumatic braking, automatic heating, ventilation and air conditioning to the passenger saloons and the driving cabs, a top speed of 100 miles per hour, and computer fault diagnostics through the train management system. Each unit is made up of 3 different types of vehicle. The DMS cars at either end of the unit are driving motor standard vehicles. The cab is modern and ergonomic, with everything placed logically and conveniently, including the train management system or TMS screen, which provides the driver with information about the train's sophisticated systems, instant warnings of potential problems, and access to a range of controls, including train lighting. The DMS car has standard class seating, both unidirectional with folding tables and bidirectional with fixed tables. The interior is spacious and bright thanks to the large windows and features hard-wearing, easy-to-clean surfaces throughout. In common with every other vehicle, there is clearly signed priority seating, which provides easier access and extra legroom. The overhead luggage racks have glass shelves, so it's easier for passengers to find their possessions, and they make for quick, efficient cleaning too. Next in the formation is the PTS vehicle, which carries the pantograph. It has standard accommodation together with flexible wheelchair spaces on both sides of the car, which come complete with folding tables. The PTS vehicle also has a spacious universal toilet. A lightweight folding ramp is stored in the cupboard next to the universal toilet. This is deployed in the same way as a normal wheelchair ramp, but you must ensure that the 2 lugs locate correctly in the doorstep. The final vehicle type is the TC or trailer composite. As its name implies, this has a combination of first and standard seating, with stylish powered sliding doors giving access to a comfortable first saloon. The trailer composite is also equipped with a standard or space-saver toilet. The accommodation features overhead reading lights, and there is, of course, priority seating. Passengers will appreciate the high levels of comfort and convenience offered by these Desiro units. For example, there are 2 different types of toilet. The universal toilet is designed for ease of use by disabled passengers and is also equipped with a folding baby change facility. The wide door gives easy access. The control buttons are touch sensitive and the door is electrically operated, requiring no physical effort to open or close. There are 2 call for aid units, one located at normal height and the other close to floor level. The door to the universal toilet can be opened or closed from the outside using the push-button controls. It can only be locked from the inside. In the event of an emergency, this panel, located next to the toilet, gives access to a rotary switch operated by a gated square key. Switched to manual mode, it allows the toilet door to be opened by hand. The same switch is also used to lock the toilet out of use. And the door is automatically closed and locked out of use by the train management system when the toilet tank is full. The standard or space-saver toilet is compact but comfortable. In addition to the usual facilities, there is a conveniently located call for aid unit. In an emergency, the door can be opened with a square key. The same key can also be used to lock the toilet out of service when necessary. Desiro makes use of the latest technology to improve levels of both service and safety. For example, there are call for aid points in every vestibule and toilet, plus dedicated units in the wheelchair area. These have covers to prevent accidental activation. Operation is simple. The passenger pulls the red handle or presses the red button to call for assistance. This triggers an alarm in the driver's cab. Unless the emergency brake override kick switch is operated within 5 seconds, the TMS will automatically start an emergency braking sequence. As soon as the alarm sounds, press the PAU CFA push button on the communications panel and make a note of the location and type of alarm shown on the PIS display. Lift the PIS handset, press the talk button and speak clearly.
Hello, this is the driver. What's the problem, please?
The call for aid devices in the toilets will not sound the passenger alarm or apply the emergency brake. They only advise the driver through the PIS of the location and the operation. Once operated, driver-passenger communication is enabled as for all other CFA devices. All call for aid panels remain active until reset with a square key. The Passenger Information System, or PIS, features high visibility displays in all vehicles. These automatically display route information and additional text messages can be entered from the panel in the driving cab. Another function of the PIS is to relay pre-recorded messages and displays.
Can the guard please contact the driver? Thank you.
The system can also be used to make public address announcements. Simply press the PA push button on the PIS panel and press the talk push button.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your driver speaking. Good day, Mr. Jennings. Please contact the conductor for a message. Thank you.
The driver and conductor can also use the system as an intercom, and a handset is located behind this panel at every door position.
Hello, driver.
Every vehicle is equipped with CCTV cameras, which relay images to a central recording device. Prominent notices remind passengers that the system is in use. To gain access to the cab, operate the exterior door key switch. This energizes the battery circuit and releases the door, which can then be slid open manually. Remember to switch the cab lights on before climbing in. If there is no air supply, open the door by operating the emergency egress handle. From the cab, the crew can access the rest of the train through this sliding door. The door can be locked from the cab side, and a viewing panel is provided to ensure crew security before the door is unlocked. Passenger doors can be controlled from the cab or from the local control panels located in every vestibule. Using a gated square key, open the access panel. Whenever a conductor's panel is active, control of train doors is transferred from the driving cab to that location. If another panel is already in operation, the panel will not activate and a warning will sound. To activate a conductor's operating panel, use a gated square key to turn the door key switch to the on position. Whenever a conductor's operating panel is activated, the external orange hazard light will flash on that vehicle to indicate the location of the conductor to station staff. The blue Doors Closed indicator on the conductor's panel will illuminate. After making a visual check of the train's position from the platform, release all doors by pressing both Release Doors buttons simultaneously. The passenger Open Doors push buttons on the same side are now active throughout the train and passengers can open the doors. Every door has a low-level step light, which remains on as long as the door is open. Once station duties are complete, press the Close Doors button. Now, turn the door key switch to off and check the local door closes automatically. Turn the door key switch back to on and give the Ready to Start signal to the driver. Once the driver has acknowledged the Ready to Start signal, turn the door key switch back to off and close the door flap. Above 5 miles per hour, the conductor's operating panel automatically shuts down. If an obstacle is detected while a passenger door is closing, the door will reopen, pause, and then attempt to close again. This cycle will be repeated until the obstacle is removed. If there is a problem with a passenger door, it can be locked out of service using a gated square key. Always make sure that the door locked out of use sign is illuminated. If the doors cannot be closed, the air supply must be turned off. To do this, open the access panel above the door and turn the red isolation cock. Once the air has vented, close the doors manually. In an emergency, doors can be manually opened using the green handles located in every vestibule and on the outside of the train near every door. Pulling the internal handle to the first position initiates an emergency braking sequence. Once the train has come to a halt, the handle can be moved to the second position, releasing the doors, which can be pushed open and slid aside. From the outside, the doors can be opened by breaking the plastic cover and pulling the handle. This will release the door, which can again be slid manually to the side. Within the train, there are two types of automatic door. The vestibule doors are operated by simply pressing the illuminated buttons. If the power supply fails, the doors can be opened manually. If necessary, the vestibule doors can be isolated like this. In the event of a fault, the doors to the first accommodation can be opened by pressing the green button above the doors and then sliding them manually. Again, the doors can be isolated. Every Desiro unit is equipped with the appropriate emergency equipment. There is a fire extinguisher in every vestibule. Simply unclip the strap to release it. General emergency tools are located in this cupboard at the non-toilet end of the PTS car. A comprehensive first aid kit and a ladder are included. The DMS vehicle houses a cabinet containing the tools required for DC mode emergencies. An additional short circuit bar and two paddles are located in each driving cab, together with fire extinguishers, flags, detonators and other safety equipment. In the unlikely event of a train management system failure, the unit can be operated using a backup system known as restricted drive mode. To switch over to restricted drive, you must turn the master key-operated switch in the cab on the non-driving side back wall to on. Immediately inform the conductor that the normal ready-to-start signal buzzer will no longer function. Before proceeding, it is essential that the driver carries out a thorough personal brake test, as laid down in the manual, and then informs control of the situation and his intentions.
The central control unit failure. Now running in restricted mode. Thank you.
If for any reason an onboard fire is suspected when the train is in a tunnel or other restricted area, it is essential that the heating, ventilation and air conditioning systems are shut down immediately by pressing this button in the driving cab. When two units are to be coupled together, it is important that the interlocking cab doors are opened and secured in the correct sequence. First, unlock the right side driver's cab separation door and swing it open, so that it is in line with the gangway. Then lock it in this position. In the same way, unlock and open the left side driver's cab separation door and lock it in position. Next, unlock and open both front circulation doors. With both doors open, carefully lower the ramp. Now, both front circulation doors should be locked in the open position. Finally, unlock and open the front end gangway fly doors using the handles. These doors are held open by spring pressure and do not require locking. The doors to the next unit are then opened in the reverse sequence. Class 350 Desiro. Quick, quiet and comfortable. bringing a whole new generation of rail technology to train crew and passengers alike.